Household Records. I want my crew to perform at the Juno Awards before the world is destroyed by a nuclear war. This my tour de force, I'll be shooting a score. You never see my shit get reviewed in the source. I'll be feuding with swords on the 2 and the 4. I'm that real damn rapper that they choose to ignore. My rhymes got more gems than a jewelry store. The ammo is the shit, the click that you can feel. We moving LPs without a distribution deal. If the music's real, then the fans are impatient. Main offenders, dog, we Van City's greatest. Household entertainment, the most anticipated. Rapping on stages for a standing ovation. Straight back to the basics for the sake of it. It is what it is, you get what you take from it. Haters hate, but face to face they say nothing.
This is our triumphant return. I bet you never thought we would rise up from the dirt. We don't complain that life sucks cause we learned. In the end, you probably find what you deserve. And we don't wanna die struggling for words, making songs so the day our time is up on this earth. And saving every $5 that we earn, cause in the end it's for more than prize money is worth.
The main offender's best to watch us how we freak the rhythm. Yeah, finesse the beat the way that Oster power streets to women. Above your head it's like a toxic cloud that leaks emissions. I train my lungs with the rocket powered diesel engine. I'm not the type that likes to talk too loud but keeps his distance. Except for when I'm rocking crowds off the ground, your feet are lifted. I'm like a parent but this problem child's extremely gifted. And it's apparent that you're not allowed to see the difference. Cause if you did, you know your garbage style's in need of fixing. Matching syllables but lost the count away they weaved and twisted. He's mean and vicious like a crocodile that eats his victims. Dropping lethal mixes into office tower heating systems. Preconditioned from an early age to be the sickest. So watch your mouth or we'll wash it out like cleaning dishes. Lost in doubt when I talk about my deep convictions. Profit now, cross the Nile where the reeds are thickest.
This is our triumphant return. I bet you never thought we would rise up from the dirt. We don't complain that life sucks cause we learned. In the end, you probably find what you deserve. And we don't wanna die struggling for words, making songs so the day our time is up on this earth. And saving every $5 that we earn, cause in the end it's for more than prize money is worth.
There's never a dull moment whenever I'm rocking beats. I'm getting the ball rolling like Mexican soccer teams or tennis and lawn bowling. You'll never be stopping me, I meant it, I'm not joking. I'm destined to follow dreams together I wanna be when a record is gone gold. And the skeptics are all showing the depth of the songs released. I'm expressing my thoughts, hoping the veterans on the scene will accept that we got dope and respect that we're all unique. And no question my honesty, success is a long process, the lessons are ongoing forever and constantly at incredible awesome speeds. Perception is on the streets, a precious commodity in a desperate economy. So empty your pockets please and collect this hip-hop CD of professional quality. That's a message to y'all MCs offended who want some beef. Every sentence is on point, these intelligent John Does have perfected the multi-schemes.
This is our triumphant return. I bet you never thought we would rise up from the dirt. We don't complain that life sucks cause we learned. In the end, you probably find what you deserve. And we don't wanna die struggling for words, making songs so the day our time is up on this earth. And saving every $5 that we earn, cause in the end it's for more than prize money is worth.
Do you know how to use this weapon? Not really. That weapon will replace your tongue. You will learn to speak through it. And your poetry will now be written with blood.
Yo, am I insane or are we almost at the final stage? What happens when the giant quake and tidal wave annihilate survival rates in the riot shape when it's dire straits? We need to realize our fate supplies our fate, and we will live to reach the ripe old age of 98. As science majors at Simon Fraser studied the climate change, an ultraviolet rays to try to find out when the ice will break. While rising plates are spreading like a virus made for cyberspace. Myths of climate change will die in vain, but the United States are two-timing snakes and there's a price to pay. As night and day the fighter planes are doing silent raids, while little kids are throwing live grenades down their fire escapes. And it's kinda strange how times have changed. It's got me quite afraid we might just disappear like the Mayan race. It's crystal clear that we've yet to do good, so I'll address what I should with rifles aimed at the White House shades. And by the way, if I met President Bush, I'd get aggressive and push him and then step on his foot, strike his face and then I'd sentence him to death in the hood, or leave him arrested and put inside the pen with the crooks to do whatever it took until he rested in wood. And for those that don't agree with me, the rest of them would. So I don't wanna hear you say he did the best that he could, because the truth is evident that you elected a wuss. Just take a second to look back at the chapters and read slow what you read in the books about how Iraq is a lead role in the axis of evil. Well, there's African people that are snacking on Beatles while you're having a T-bone. It seems cold, but we weren't born free, and when the earth core leaks, we will burn for greed. These fools can go ahead and try to yearn for peace, but I for sure foresee there'll be a World War III.
Now the government is claiming that the problem of AIDS was just an awful mistake that we done caught from the apes. It's got me always afraid, thinking the condom will break. They build us up to knock us down, it's like a dominoes game. I got abdominal pains from this McDonald's again. While barrels full of toxic waste sit at the bottom of lakes. The ozone is getting larger than the poverty rates. They got us locked in a cage, it's like Guantanamo Bay. I got a plot to escape what they have planned out for me, but I am not gonna take no bloody handouts for free, cause the greed is spreading faster than the mad cow disease. How can we ignore the global warming and the rain? Sending troops to go to war against Saddam Hussein, when the way I really see it, it's Saddam Hussein. Cause George Bush has lost his marbles, he's so damn insane. And they contaminate our water while they plan and raid. As they tax and take the dollars from the poorest to class, and recruit a few to send them to the war in Iraq. But there's a war in Sudan, we've been ignoring the facts. And to think it all started for some oil and some gas, they're just some spoiled little brats. And I discovered what the truth is, they handing out prescriptions for the drugs you've been abusing, cause the government's in ruins. And I come to this conclusion, only way to make a change is to touch them with the music.
Fuck the whole structure, this politics shit. Fuck the whole structure, this politics shit.
See, there's two places on the planet where the block is looted, and if I talk the awful truth, then I get prosecution. With prostitution, it's wrong to do, it's almost stupid not to do it, cause the Constitution lets the cops to shoot them. It's not solutions, got the better answers here. We need to stop abusing, using pressure tactics, fear. They sell us tax cuts so the rest will stand and cheer. Well, my grandpa's pension plan's only $7 grand a year. These types of problems are microcosms, they just got plated on. My natives, hydroponic, tomato farmers, and NATO bombers. With pot smokers who buy Joe Burton, say it's smarter. Now your favorite off the stockbroker is your pagan martyr. They trade the barter system in for this agrarian crystal carrier fish aquarium to put the labels on us. Consider this a criticism of your prison system. Little kid who raped his neighbor's daughter, so we pistol whipped some cops across the street to stop the beat. The father didn't listen, now he's on his 5th conviction, all because his skin is different. See, I don't preach a way to live, I think it's best to listen. If we're free, there's blatant contradictions in your definition. Take a second, bitch, your gas was 7 cents a liter. Back when presidents and leaders used to represent the people. Shit's injected into beef cause it protects against diseases, and you fed your kid the pieces so our estrogen increases.
Fuck politics, 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 fuck the whole structure, this politics shit.
I don't give a fuck about your war or your president.
When slum of the city.
The sun is still hella cold, drug dealers selling coastline love to a 12-year-old. It's pretty powerful, watching these teenage mothers trying to feed they hunger. You can't raise a child on bread and peanut butter, check between the cupboard, but I'm telling you it's all they get to eat for supper. Pregnant at 15, her friend was even younger. She's never seen the suburbs, just disease streets covered in fiends and hustlers. I'm not preaching, brother, that'll complicate things. If you don't believe me, just walk where Main Street crosses Hastings. Go and see the problems we all are faced with. The honest wages, collecting empty bottles out the project waste bin. Bums surviving, dumpster diving, just another sign that the slum is thriving.
The slum of the city.
The sun is shining.
We got stick up kids, throw up cops and outright like it's hectic. We got stick up kids, throw up cops and outright like it's hectic.
I'm from the gritty slums that look like the city dump.
Like it's hectic. We got stick up kids, throw up cops and outright.
I'm from the gritty slums.
Yo, he may not understand it, but still there's some advances. Developers will spend $100 grand to fund the mansions. Check out the upper classes, yeah, that's where the drugs are rampant. Where kids would rather take their mother's van than public transit. And it's so full tragic, yeah, he thought the love was candid, but then he tried to touch and grab it and it up and vanished. Stuck and stranded where the roads in this sector where all the homes to be rented are old and decrepit. And most of the tenants are like the crew from Ocean's 11, cause the chosen profession is your stolen possessions. On the Christmas holidays, the kids are hoping and guessing. When it comes to opening presents, they're only pretending. Then you're calling up your friends that have the tone, leave a message, but the phone's disconnected. I don't know if you'll get it. Every day's another challenge that gets thrown your direction.
The slum of the city.
Even hope is depressing.
We got stick up kids, throw up cops and out like it's hectic. We got stick up kids, throw up cops and out like it's hectic.
I'm from the gritty slums that look like the city dumps.
Like it's hectic. We got stick up kids, throw up cops and out
I'm from the gritty slums.
Welcome to the slum of East Hastings, where money is Satan. There's bums that are wasted, and junkies and bass heads, and drugs and sedated. And none of this makes sense, cause right across the street is where there's a police station. And blood on the pavement, where hundreds are faded. Surrounded by 1,000 flies that buzz in their faces. Sleeping in the mud when it's raining, just struggling to make it. In this garbage dump of a wasteland where they live. But there's no justification in trying to lock them up or leave them rusting in cages. Cause no one can contain them or the drugs that they're taking. And the government hates it, but there's nothing to change it. They're reluctant to say it, but it's something we're faced with. So okay, it's time that we discuss and debate it. Cause there must be a way to help the hungry and save them in
Slum of the city.
where the suffering and pain
We got
is.
stick up kids, throw up cops and out like it's hectic. We got stick up kids, throw up cops and out like it's hectic.
I'm from the gritty slums that look like the city dumps.
Like it's hectic. We got stick up kids, throw up cops and out
I'm from the gritty slums.
This version sacred cause it helped to learn the basics. Yeah, I felt the work of patience led to self-determination. Take a wealth of words and phrases, melt the earth with flames. I bring the well-deserved vacation. Still I felt to earn my station. Blaze would catch on Saturday, then we had to raid the plastic crates. Spending out my pay on classic breaks. The work through scratch to play. Zach's a better sport from center court to hit the net and score. Raps a metaphor, then best be warned because my pen's a sword. Message boards and venom spores, some kids I never met before. That's who it's intended for. You want a war, you'll get a war. You're fine in the reverend, yeah, the freshest for this press record. And shine from the heavens like divine intervention. So just give it your best, cause would you live with the next decision? List of regrets of things that you wish that you said but didn't. Cause everybody's got a picture, they head visions of running across the line, the ribbon rips and they get the win.
Since I was young and foolish, I loved the music. Always had a lust to do it, now it's like there's nothing to it. Plus I knew that with every cut there was some improvement. Started off as fun amusement, now it's like I must pursue this. Coming through with new hit songs and similes. Another human listening to hip-hop religiously, who used to always get picked on for kicking freestyles, leaving all of these kids shocked in disbelief. Distant tease for his rap tape collection by a bunch of bitter teens who would lack great intentions. Never understood that if they had paid attention, they would have realized it was a match made in heaven. And the fact is I'm destined to be loved in the end. One of the best I gotta be before I'm done with the pen. And plus as tough as it gets I will become a success, because I have a knack for music and I love it to death.
I remember back in the days when rap was amazing, before the whack shit invaded and the passion to make it just had no relation to the cash you were taking. It didn't matter if you had it, you had it, whether black or Caucasian, Latin or Asian. Just rapping for days trying to capture the greatness. You wanted it so bad you could actually taste it. All the concern was beats scratching and breaking. Graph when the trains hit, tracks on the tape deck. Hip-hop became an international statement. It's gradually faded since these whack rappers attained it. Now it's simple and fake and lacks innovation. If you wanted your style, you had to create it. But look at it now, why'd you have to go change it? You might wish that I went back and erased it, but I'm here, motherfucker, and I'll happily save it.
Catch me
selling CDs in front of Granville Station since I did my first track down in Jasper's basement. Before I rapped with Zach and even Aspirations, it was TBBT in slim plastic cases. Soon I'm on the phone with Josh saying catch a plane quick, like graduation night is when his landing came in. I'd have a lot of trouble saying band's the same since I seen the scene go through some massive changes. We dropped the upper hand, all these cats was hating. That's just another form of someone's admiration. Keep talking till they all know what Catch's name is, cause I just fit the role without a casting agent. A fan of language with an act for grammar placement. Always got another rap I can cram the space with. Facing due dates on new tapes, no cancellations. Fighting for a chance to make it like a cancer patient.
Best to go the right route and not the wrong one, because it's gonna catch up with you in the long run. Instead of going to school, they rather sell drugs. To be legit kids now, they
let the pen hit the paper, then I drift away in thought. Just a couple years back, we would sit and place the crop. Now they sniff and get you off of the kitchen tabletop. Watch them bucking up them lines till they drip in nasal snot. Trying to find that first high, but can't get the same response. Hoping that the pain will stop, but it's only getting worse. Couldn't tell them face to face, so I wrote it in a verse. Gonna show them that it hurts when I'm speaking from the heart. I seen too many people put a needle in their arm, and the farther that they push it, the deeper that it scars. Don't wanna see them homeless, broken, sleeping in the park, or eating from the garbage. I won't feed them to the sharks. Won't leave them in the darkness, they thieving cause they starving. No keys to an apartment, they're just stealing from your car. While I'm reaching for the stars, I'ma say it truthfully. Half my friends just ain't the same people that they used to be.
It's a corrupted youth, down and out or out of luck and blue. Probably had a couple sniffs of dust or two, who fucking knew? And plus you choose, haven't you had enough to do? The lust to lose and madness is sad and touching too. Corrupted youth, down and out or out of luck and blue. Probably had a couple sniffs of dust or two, who fucking knew? And plus you choose, haven't you had enough to do? The lust to lose and madness is sad and touching too.
When I was young, I was the kid who's a misfit. I never saw myself as individualistic. I should've though, cause now I'm spitting the sick shit and fighting off the demons that exist in the distance. See, I used to sit and watch the television news and picture him being the victim of a self-inflicted wound. I heard inside and hoped the help was given soon, but then the help that I was given's what I felt addicted to. See, I've always felt like I was awkwardish and isolated. That's the part of life I hated, so I just get nice and faded. Twice sedated, it's not a habit, but it's so attractive and problematic, cause I automatically go to grab it. And artist easel's hard to see through like it's tainted glass, but when I spark the bleasel, I'm painted fast when I make a track. Oh wait, snap, my hands are shaking and I can't escape it. Oh fuck, I'm too high, I can't find the words to say it.
It's a corrupted youth, down and out or out of luck and blue. Probably had a couple sniffs of dust or two, who fucking knew? And plus you choose, haven't you had enough to do? The lust to lose and madness is sad and touching too. Corrupted youth, down and out or out of luck and blue. Probably had a couple sniffs of dust or two, who fucking knew? And plus you choose, haven't you had enough to do? The lust to lose and madness is sad and touching too. I once assumed that drugs and booze were just a substitute or stuff I used to try and numb the pain of growing up abused. Nothing new, another day of being young, confused, and trying to run away from what I claim I've grown accustomed to. But I don't trust the truth. Snap this rusty chain and cut me loose. It ain't all fun and games in a drunken stupor done you bruise. And rolling coins and smoke a joint, cause once I'm puffing dupes, all I seem to think about is how to cop another few. And this is for the ones that never admit it. Whatever you're sniffing, I'm sure that you'll regret your decisions. When you have to get your chemical fixes from a methadone clinic, you'll be wishing you got a second opinion. And it's these deadly addictions which have left us inflicted. We must accept as a problem or expect no forgiveness. So with each letter that's written in the text of this song is a message to my friends indifferently neglecting their conscience. It's a corrupted youth, down and out or out of luck and blue. Probably had a couple sniffs of dust or two, who fucking knew? And plus you choose, haven't you had enough to do? The lust to lose and madness is sad and touching too. Corrupted youth, down and out or out of luck and blue. Probably had a couple sniffs of dust or two, who fucking knew? And Plus you choose, haven't you had enough to do? Their lust to lose, and madness is sad and touching too.
Main offenders, yeah. Wordsworth, man, when they gonna stop? Man.
I'ma always be your hassle, there's no end.
I've got problems, hell, everybody has got them. I'm trying to get rid of mine, you know somebody that wants them? Cause I run from them often and get blunted and talk shit, or drunk and obnoxious with nothing accomplished, and I'm fucking exhausted. And plus, to be honest, I'm man enough to start beef, yet too stubborn to squash it. My love was forgotten like there wasn't an option, and I wonder if it rubs on her conscience. I'm not him, boxed in. Josh lives from day to day, lost in his thoughts which taunt him to make a change. And I ain't playing games. See, there's no saving face until I sail away like David Gray and make a great escape. I'll stay the same, getting stressed to say the least. Depression's plaguing me. This entertainer's beat, working 7 days a week just to rent a place to sleep while in debt and paying fees to collection agencies.
I've got problems, I got them organized in an ordered line. What's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. A poor disguise for a normal guy. Sometimes I sit inside the walls of my tortured mind. Sometimes I curl up in a ball like a porcupine. Sometimes it's just like this is all been on borrowed time. I'm torn inside, man, I love you but you chose to leave when I was most in need. If you were close to me, you would've been there like you're supposed to be. This goes to Eve, cause you showed to me that fate exists. There's no relationship that ever make me trade you with. It's kinda hard cause I know we have to make the split. And I'm an atheist who's felt the way that angels kiss. The safest nest where I grew, that's just the way it went. I've never paid the rent to keep a roof over my crazy head, but still I can't forget you said that I'm a lazy mess. And every vain attempt to gain respect has been a waste of breath.
I've got problems, and I may be nuts. Everybody hates my guts, my name is mud. I've got problems, and there ain't just one. I'm still waiting for the day I start facing some. I've got problems, I ain't make this up. It's just real life, man, every day is tough. I've got problems, and there ain't just one. I'm still waiting for the day I start facing some.
I got problems, and I wanna figure them out with solutions, but the problems are quicker to count. Flat pockets, can't seem to make a cash profit. Whatever I have, pocket. My crotch got dockets, car got 4 flats. Jobs won't call back, left on the doormat. I grew up a poor black, all that and then some. Desperate for income, play lotto, spin dope, but I never win some. License revoked, got gripes cause my spokes on my bike's been broke, and my wife down my throat. And the night we elope, they threw rice for my folks. Now for the rice, gotta fight with the mice and the roast. Too many dilemmas, my memory remembers. My body is physically thinner, and I see my energy's thinner. Cause I'm starving for a meal, keep revolving like a wheel, getting stepped on like I'm on the bottom of your heel.
I've got problems, and I may be nuts. Everybody hates my guts, my name is mud. I've got problems, and there ain't just one. I'm still waiting for the day I start facing some. I've got problems, I ain't make this up. It's just real life, man, every day is tough. I've got problems, and there ain't just one. I'm still waiting for the day I start facing some.
I'm an obsessive compulsive, and that's why I break out with these aggressive convulsions. And sometimes I break down from all the stress of my conflicts, but for now I make do by just suppressing my problems. The pressures are constant cause depression's repulsive, and I'm still doing dances with the devil's accomplice. Finished learning firsthand a snake's venom is toxic like a chemical toxin, cause the lesson is shocking like electrical sockets. It's the dead weight of my headache and the mental exhaustion. This is checkmate in a chess game, and I'm pressed for an option. You can bet I'll be honest, talking about my insecurity and all the things that worry me within my immaturity. Cause since my early teens I had my back against the wall. So nowadays I'm sleeping after half a Demerol, cause life tries to bring me down like a massive wrecking ball. But sometimes to get a hold I just have to let it go.
What a life. Let me just deal with the problems. Let me just deal with the problems. I'm going through a lot.
I'm always be your hassle, there's no end.
What a life. Let me just deal with the problems. Let me just deal with the problems. I'm going through a lot.
I'm always be your hassle.
I've got problems.
I'm always be your hassle.
I've got problems.
I'm always be your hassle.
I've got problems. had a recent vision that's fresh in my memory of people switching sides from my friends to my enemies. Yet it isn't realistic to get so upset I scream. I'd rather deal with it, forget it and let it be. It's just negative energy from the ones I don't agree with, while let its effects be seen when it's nothing more than feelings. I mean, after all, I really wasn't born a genius, and it's probably half my fault they're becoming so conceited. I'm fronting for no reason, trying to threaten and entice a scuffle or a beating till it's settled with fist fights. I'd rather just accept it and live life, and shut the door and leave it and not mention the shit twice. Cause it's like I'm always treading on thin ice, praying for the day that their depression within dies. And as I watch their silhouette in the dim light, I think about a time when they were dead on the inside.
Yo, I probably should've known that those kids were less than friends, and I probably should've known that my bitch was fucking him. I should probably learn my lesson before it trips me up again. Just another first impression that I see in retrospect. And I probably should've known, but I'm always second guessed. And it's also obvious, not from the point of present tense. I should probably learn my lesson before it trips me up again. Just another first impression that I see in retrospect.
This is for the times I stayed totally oblivious, when I didn't see they played cold to be an idiot. Blinded and naive, exposed for my innocence. In a sense, I guess I owe it to these incidents. Grown from the ignorance, I didn't see my bitch holding on and kissing him. And when I did, I'd be ignoring all the signals. Then I need some different friends, cause everyone I know owes me all the shit I lend. I never give back anything I give to them, but I ain't tripping yet despite what I can't see. I'm learning from this life and the sights that I have seen. Even though I'm missing rent and only got some rice in my pantry, you won't see me dripping sweat, I'm wiping my hands clean. Disrespected and stepped on, misdirected and led wrong, but I'm staying headstrong just so I can get myself through to the next song.
Yo, I probably should've known that those kids were less than friends, and I probably should've known that my bitch was fucking him. I should probably learn my lesson before it trips me up again. Just another first impression that I see in retrospect. And I probably should've known, but I'm always second guessed. And it's also obvious, not from the point of present tense. I should probably learn my lesson before it trips me up again. Just another first impression that I see in retrospect.
Yo, this song's for anybody trying to learn from their weakness. You've been burned, you've been cheated, you could swerve or repeat it. And people used to tell me that the first cut the deepest, but it hurts cause the bleeding's from the nerves underneath it. I heard you was scheming like you rolling with dick funds. You told them a rich one, you hoping to get some. Like 20-something rappers got disposable incomes. School kicks beats, all I'm holding is just crumbs. Broken, the shit sucks, the less I make the more it costs me. Poor and sloppy, nah I'm fly, I can't afford to not be. I spot you 5 if you hit me back tomorrow, doggy. And if you don't, you won't get another quarter off me. I know she's hoppy, but the less you know the better, cause the shit she pulls will make you wish you never phoned or met her. When ethical dilemmas stem from sexual endeavors, some girls show their true colors and their tentacle antennas.
Yo, I probably should've known that those kids were less than friends, and I probably should've known that my bitch was fucking him. I should probably learn my lesson before it trips me up again. Just another first impression that I see in retrospect. And I probably should've known, but I'm always second guessed. And it's also obvious, not from the point of present tense. I should probably learn my lesson before it trips me up again. Just another first impression that I see in retrospect.
Sometimes the strangeness of the city can be utterly amazing. I'm suddenly awakened from the comfort of my basement by a sound outside my window while I'm underneath the blankets. It sounded like 100 feet that's running across the pavement. The summer's hot and strange and there's a subtle rotten fragrance that reminds me of a mixture between butterscotch and bacon. I'm up and draw the shades because I love to watch the faces of the lovers cross the lane or in an ugly confrontation. The muttered conversations escalated to a huge performance. Yeah, I tried to peep it through the window, but my view's distorted. The room's absorbing all the colors of a blooming orchid. The moon's enormous through the forest of protruding porches. I drew his portrait as I watched it moving forward through the sky until the dew of morning knocked lifted off its lunar orbit. At night the music's morbid, I'm hearing flutes and organs. When I compose I use the organs found in human corpses. All the flaws I felt, all the loss I'm dealt. The sun is the horizon and the soft light melts. The air is thick, the night is hot like hell. When the clock strikes 12 I am not myself. All the flaws I felt, all the loss I'm dealt. The sun is the horizon and the soft light melts. The air is thick, the night is hot like hell. When the clock strikes 12 I am not myself.
I ain't a Christian that's been born again, adorned a saint, but where I live it's been pouring rain for 40 days. Yo, it's sorta strange how this city's aura changed. The skyline at nighttime turns from orange to gray. My eyes blur from the bright lights, I'm forced to wake up from a snoring daze, cause another morning came. I swore I'd make it last, this one came as fast as the one before. The day that passed, I can't gain it back. These are basic facts, dog, you gotta take your chances. Plan to make advancements, I live on sacred land, scribbled in this ancient language. I seen rain and famine, I seen pain and anguish. I learned to be aware of anyone I'm shaking hands with. People take advantage, I ain't playing, man. This ain't some stage theatrics. Watch the way they act, they knowin' that's the main attraction. Try to save and capture moments of this chain reaction.
All the flaws I felt, all the loss I'm dealt. The sun is the horizon and the soft light melts. The air is thick, the night is hot like hell. When the clock strikes 12 I am not myself. All the flaws I felt, all the loss I'm dealt. The sun is the horizon and the soft light melts. The air is thick, the night is hot like hell. When the clock strikes 12 I am not myself.
I was lucid dreaming, snoozing in my room and sleeping peacefully at 12 o'clock at night when the moon unleashed the beast in me. I saw the light through a DVD, viewing a deleted scene, something that no human being needs to see. The movie was a re-release, yet something new was in the scenery and moving through the TV screen. It seemed to be some sort of mutant doing evil deeds, a demon creature who would prove to be the reason. Each week I keep feeling like the devil leads the way, cause everything has changed and I've yet to ease the pain. Since he let me see the fate I eventually would face, and the enemy at bay who would send me to my grave. He led me through the days, in a second he replayed, and the memory remains now forever in my brain. I always ask myself, will I ever be okay? But I'll never be the same, cause I'm mentally insane.
All the flaws I felt, all the loss I'm dealt. The sun is the horizon and the soft light melts. The air is thick, the night is hot like hell. When the clock strikes 12 I am not myself. All the flaws I felt, all the loss I'm dealt. The sun is the horizon and the soft light melts. The air is thick, the night is hot like hell. When the clock strikes 12 I am not myself.
Even though you are gone.
So here's a little story about some recent events that I could jot down as a tragedy that's heated intense, or I could try to play it up for its comedic effect, because I don't know where to start but still I need to begin. See, I wrote this for a lady that I deeply respect, but still our on and off relationship's completely a mess. And I know I'm not the reason you proceeded to jet. Shit, I'm half as smart as you, I know the reason you left. And I know you think it's stupid, but I need to pretend that you're lying next to me to fall asleep in my bed. And I try to see your face up in my dreams, but instead I just see you walk away, it's like you're leaving again. But you won't see me depressed, I just reach for the pen. I ain't going round, hoping I can keep it in check. And even if I'm on the list you label previous men, girl, I put this on my life, I hope that we can be friends. But you were gone.
You are gone. Even though you are gone.
I miss you dearly and I love when you visit. I wish you'd hear me, I need someone to listen. I'm not thinking clearly with these drugs in my system. It's my biggest fear that I'm becoming addicted. And with winter nearing, I'm reluctant to finish all the stuff that I've written. It's my twisted theory that my shit is dreary in the public's opinion. When you're gone, it's like something is missing. And this struggling musician has been masking his frustration. I live like a savage, there's ratchet in my place, and every minute that's passing I feel trapped and can't escape it. I'm sick of my habits, I've been battling with Satan trying to finish a classic, but my happiness is faded and I'm stripped of my passion. So I lack the inspiration, and to add to the equation, I'm not sad, I'm devastated, cause our paths have separated and I haven't been the same since.
You are gone. Even though you are gone.
Yo, even though I know that you were gone, I got no choice, I'm moving on. This a lot more than just music, mom. I hold my head high right through the song to prove I'm not mad at the choices you made. The drugs that you've done have just poisoned your brain. Paranoid from the cane. My mother, she smokes crack. She won't be saved by your recovery program. Yo, her son is a grown man standing over the grave she dug with her own hand. I love her but won't have distance be a barren. Missing each my parents, gritting teeth I bear it. Indiscreetly caring, history is fair in the outlook that it gave me. I'll live my life to the fullest till I bite on the bullet and I'm pushing up daisies.
Even though you are gone. Even though you are gone.
I made it for a girl, cause when I met her I fainted. My head hit the pavement, never thought she'd be interested in dating. The type that you could wrestle and play with and mess with the blankets till red in the faces. She was educated and the sex was the greatest. In-depth conversations, every day was like a special occasion. That's why she'll be forever my favorite. And I figured I'd neglect to explain to what directly related to this person left me empty and jaded, pathetic and aimless, and feeling like I never would make it. Trying to deal with something every man faces. There was no way I could weigh my options. Every time she'd break a promise, it would make me nauseous. See, we couldn't have a heart-to-heart. It was too late for talking. I just hit her with a smart remark and try to change the topic. But I know that I have anger problems, cause there's a devil on my shoulder hanging off it, and he nags my conscience. Plus I never graduated college. I pray to God and ask to stop the pain and clog my veins with fatal toxins. No days forgotten, they're all treasured memories. Whatever's meant to be will be, I guess it's destiny. At least I know we'll be together in my dreams, remembering the queen that I met at 17. You get what you give, so forgive and forget. Live and let live, just don't live with regret. We all love our friends and we miss them to death, but what's done is done now, so we wish you the best.
Why is everybody front like I'm blinder than a bat? Thinking I ain't gonna see it when they hide behind a mask. Sticking knives inside my back till I finally collapse. Now I try to be relaxed, hanging quietly to rap. All of that had me having anxiety attacks. I built a thick skin like the silence of the lambs. Almost at my wit's end, trying to guide them by the hand. Confided in a plan, revealed it to a few. We rising from the ash like a helium balloon. Your ego will get bruised when we dealing with the truth. Put your feet into my shoes.
First and foremost, we as the main offenders would like to thank our family, friends, and everybody who continues to support our music. We would also like to thank the people who made this album possible. DJ Moves, Scumbag, Engineer, Scratch Bastard, Wreck, Stuntman, The Lollipop Kids, Wordsworth, Luvins, Dr. Zayas, and DJ Wondercut.